This is our rosé wine, our Massanella, or actually 358. This wine is named after the mountain I'm actually looking at now. It's called Massanella. It's actually one of the highest mountains in Mallorca, but it's a very nice mountain because you go up to another mountain and then you actually stay up in the mountain going here. So it's actually smooth, nice. You only have good feelings. It's really summer. Everything for me, freshness, and this is what Massanella is for me. The first couple of years when we did Massanella, we used Garnacha and Pinot Noir. This year we also did this, but we always had the intentions to put a little bit of the low grape we have here called Montenegro inside. We like this grape when we do rosé. I don't really like it for doing red wines. Here in this area, in Peninsular area, most of the wines are actually made by Montenegro, but it's not my favorite grape. But for rosé, it's nice, and we actually now next year planting a little bit more Montenegro, so we are sure to have it for this. So this year we ended up being 60% Grenache, with always this Provence grape always being like the most dominant grape in the wine, and then 26% of Montenegro, and then 16% Pinot Noir. So it's a little bit mixed this time, and it, as you we already know, that it gives the wines a little bit different. It gives a little bit more complexity in the wine. It gives a little bit more some element in the wine that you don't get if you only have these very the Grenache and the Pinot. It's a good thing for us to put this inside.
Yeah, so I mean, as you guys know, that knows the wines very well, we've been on a bit of a journey with our rosé. So in the beginning it was definitely more on the food side, and then I think with vintage 23 we really went into this Über Provence style of wine that I think from the beginning was the ideal, what we really wanted to, but elegance, lightness, very pale color, but it's so difficult to get that lightness on one hand and then with complexity on the other hand. So this year, adding the Montenegro, we got a further step towards that. So you have, a light, happy, fresh, juicy wine on one side, and then when you taste it, you have much more of a complexity to it. So you even have spiciness now. You have a touch of almost like bitterness to it. So let's taste it.
For me, the good thing is you still have these red fruits. I always like the strawberry. There can be some, different kind of. There can be some orange. There can be some mandarins. It's more like blood orange, things like this. These red fruits inside, the fruitiness in this. But really, I also feel, as you explained, that there are a little bit more depth in the wine. It's a little bit more complexity into the wine.
Yeah, and almost a touch, I said bitterness before, but it's like this blood orange bitterness, almost a touch of tannin that you can have in a rosé because it's a baby red wine somehow. That really makes this, on one hand elegant and on one hand really structured. So a great wine for both terrace and happiness and music, and also for cooking and eating. So
yeah, but again, luckily for me, I like that it's on the fresh side, and that's what we want to do. But of course, in the end, we want to do wine that also have a little bit more complexity in the end, and actually can be used for different things. So this wine here, then we really got it here. Yeah.
Fantastic. And as always, you can read everything that we were talking about and much more on the QR code on the back. So remember to scan that, guys. Also for all of my music suggestions.